Hey guys! So Beau and I have been talking about the pros and cons of electric versus gas outboard for our dinghy. And we come up with a list. So I wanted to share that with you guys. First, electric, of course it's eco-friendly. We love that. You know that we are trying to minimize our footprint, and that's why we went with an electric motor for our sailboat. Gas, we have an alternate energy source. So in case anything was to happen to our solar, we would have gas. We would be able to have a means of transportation. So that's number one. Number two, the electric is really quiet. We know we love that quiet. Nice to be out in the dinghy and not have that noisy motor. But the gas, we have range. If we want to go exploring, if we want to be able to take a longer ride, we can go further with the gas. And number three, no fuel for our electric engine. Nothing's on board that's gas, so we would love to have that. Obviously, no smell would come with that too. But ultimately, it came down to the one last factor, and that's cost. We compared the two side by side. They were very similar, with the exception of the electric engine was about 3 times more expensive than the gas engine that we were looking at. So we went with gas. Of course, in the future, we are going to definitely be looking at getting an electric motor, but for now, we will be rowing as much as possible and using the gas when needed.
So we found our new electric trolling motor. Talk about old school.
You think this size will do?
I don't know if you had any questions about it or anything, but...
Nah, I mean, I guess what's the rundown? We've only...
It's pretty easy. If you're not going to use it, how often do you plan on using it? You ever let it...
It's going to be a dinghy motor, so, you know, whenever we get to anchor or whatever.
Yeah. So if you're going to let it sit for a while, you'll want to turn the gas off and sit there and let it run until it runs out.
Oh, okay.
Which it will take a while because these things barely use any fuel. And then if you're going to store it, you want to turn the fuel off, and then you want to turn the vent off, and you lay it on this side. If you're laying it down, it lays on the feet so the oil doesn't come back through the carburetor.
Okay.
If not, it'll make a mess and make it hard for you to start. That's
right.
it. But it's a centrifugal clutch, so it once it builds RPMs, it kicks in and starts going.
Okay.
So you have your choke here, and they start pretty easy. I already started it with the choke, so this one actually should just start right up.
Oh, sweet.
But, a little cold right now. But there's no forward or reverse, it's just a centrifugal clutch that kicks in, and the backup, you just spin it all the way around. But once it starts speeding up, that's just your safety lanyard. If you attach it to you fall over, it pulls it off, shuts it off, or just to shut it down, push it and hold it.
Sweet.
This looks really, really safe. How easy was that?
That was pretty easy, but I don't have anything to compare it to.
Yeah.
A lot harder than actually just putting in oar locks, but...
About how heavy would you say it is?
I think it's 30 pounds, but it feels pretty light, especially with these guns.
See what I have to put up with?
Slow and steady wins the race.
Thanks for watching. Tune in next week for more adventures. If you like what you saw, please be sure to like and subscribe. If you'd like to see more, tune in over on our Patreon. Link is below. See you next week. Thanks, guys.